So, good afternoon, sir. I am Dr. Meenu. I am a member of the IFS and I'm here as a project coordinator for the Green ART. सर आज यहाँ पे हम आए हैं ये जानने के लिए कि सर आपने जो ग्रीन ART का प्रोजेक्ट शुरू किया है IFS के लिए, what is your vision and mission behind it, sir? What is it that inspired you? You've been in the army for 30 years. You have also been in the corporate. You have created 30 IVF centers in your, entire experience so far. And so what is it that triggered you? That was it at, being in the army, the olive green uniform was your inspiration, or is it your eco-conscious, mindset which triggered the idea of the green ART?
I think we do a lot of things. When I look at the earth, and what intrigues me is that every second, third day we hear Elon Musk, for the whole of US economy, is moving towards making a big iron dome over the Mars. And हम बात करते रहते हैं कि भैया हमारे जो ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन है probably they'll be going to Mars or Moon. I wonder it's a one-time journey. The people may not even come back. And we are trying to create an earth there, और अर्थ हमारे पास में है जिसको हम नहीं देखे. धरती माता है, but we're not looking at our earth. But we want to make a Mars which is without any air, without any water, without any oxygen, or without, I think, any facility. We in the desert, cold desert, we want to make a new earth under a glass dome. That intrigued me. Where are we? When I read about the Paris Treaty, I read about all the things. I feel that I think somewhere we are lacking. And the best part was when I did my own calculation of my carbon emission, given in tons. I found that my carbon emission as an individual or as per the household is around 8 to 10 times higher than an average Indian. Okay. So we are emitting a lot of carbon dioxide. And that carbon dioxide is punching a hole into
the ozone layer.
Now, when the thought came to my mind, I wondered, we always think about having a very clean and transparent and spiritual souls.
Yes.
We make lovely little babies and embryos which are, though transparent, but they're beating. But is our soul green? Are our babies green? And green is a symbol of not only fertility, it's a symbol of
peace,
cleanliness and peace. I think we are creating so much of, and every second, third day, we look at the newspaper, our AQI is touching 800.
Yes.
And we're keeping quiet over that.
Absolutely, sir. I mean, it's very, very uninhabitable situation and we are just so quiet and inactive about it.
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
Yes.
Smoking 8 cigarettes a day. People are trying to leave all big cities and they go out.
Yes.
Just think about it. I'm also an embryologist. How much effect our embryos would be under when they are being cultured in an atmosphere which is called air is air. Maybe
in a branch which is supposed to actually generate life.
Generate life is
getting
intoxicating.
Super impacted.
It is intoxicating our embryos. They may be having some changes which we can't see today. So I thought, why don't we bring a change before we become fossilized like a dinosaur?
True, sir.
I feel that dinosaurs had a beautiful earth to stay on. I really don't know where they went, but they were the kings of the planet Earth.
True.
And one day they disappeared all of a sudden. I think before we disappear, we may even disappear without we go to Mars. I think the time that we all get down together, it's not about having a green ART or a green IVF or green medicine. It's about having a green thought. So I thought, why don't we get together?
Just being conscious about the fact that we are also contributing to this carbon dioxide emission as an industry. I think you thought that it is our responsibility that we should take some steps and try and minimize that.
Absolutely. Or being in the army, I always feel that we should make an Atmanirbhar Bharat.
True.
But the PM says that we should be independent.
True, sir.
And we should be having our own little ecosystem. And why are we getting things all across the world?
True.
Because we don't manufacture them.
Yes.
We don't manufacture them because we don't have the capability. Or I think we feel it's available. We can order from Denmark or we can order from Canada or Australia. I think it's a wrong approach.
Absolutely,
India
sir.
being the 4th largest economy of the world.
actually.
We are still very backward. The largest democracy, largest young population, and I've
We
been
have to
talking to
tap
people.
into our potential
We are the
of
most brilliant people.
being
People say
self-sufficient,
we are the
yes.
people who run Google. We run every look at any MNC in the world. We are running it, but we don't manufacture in our country.
Yes, sir.
सो मेरा एक हम्बल एक तरीका था इसको एक जागरूकता लेकर आने का कि हम अपनी कंट्री के अंदर चीज़ों को जनरेट करें. इट मे
खुद ही
बी
क्रिएट करें, खुद ही
hormones and other things.
मैन्युफैक्चर करें.
So, that's about me, how I thought. And being in the army, I think, barring my blood, everything is green. Like your father. I think we think green. We think green.
Absolutely.
Olive green. Proud of our uniform.
You're so true, sir, because I myself have grown up seeing so much of olive around me, being the
Yeah.
daughter of an army
We love
officer.
green.
Yes, so I do love green.
I
yes,
I
absolutely.
also love white, being in the snow for a long time in Ladakh, and I love Daras, and Daras is all white and green, so
Okay.
that's beautiful.
Yes.
So now coming to you now, I'd like to ask you, how did you do this? The concept was new, and I saw you fuming many times. You were never green. You always looked red and orange like a
Not
fire.
exactly, sir.
People were not able to. You were not able to get support from people because it was a new subject, and we had to learn. How did you manage, and who were part of your team, and how big was your team?
So, sir, it all started, of course, when you delivered your lecture last year at Fertivision in 2024. That was the first, inspiration, and that got you also thinking that, because we all were so, appreciative of the fact that you brought to fore a topic like that. Then, when you must have spoken to Dr. Shweta about it, she being the General Secretary of IFS, so both of you thought that let's create a program around it. Then you, being my mentor, you thought this girl might be able to, help us with the project. And
Army brats are very aggressive and forceful. I thought you have to punch a hole, and I think when you have to walk through the wall, I pick up an army brat.
well,
And I did so well.
I'm grateful, sir, that you chose me for the same, and it has been a very, very good experience. With of course your guidance and Shweta ma'am's guidance, we created a team across the country, 9 teams with 2 leaders and 4 to 6 members per team.
So each team had 2 leaders and it had 4 members.
Four,
So I'd say around
yes.
7 people per team.
Yes. And they were constituted of embryologists and clinicians, so a
Clinicians
combination
also, okay.
of people. Then
So you had around 70-80 people in your team.
yes, sir,
Pan-India.
yes, sir, yes,
Massive.
sir. Big team
And
across the
all
country.
thinking green.
Yes.
Wow.
All at least coming together to try and think green.
Wow.
The concept was new for everybody. None of us exactly knew what we were going to do, because as it is, we hardly had any literature, any conversation ever about sustainability in IVF in India. So I think we first started by doing a little search as to what and how we would try and do this. Then I still remember you conducted those initial meetings with all of us, and you tried to tell us that guys go out and try and search
Yeah, so
as
Meenu,
to.
actually from ideation to execution was the big challenge.
Yes, it was
In fact,
indeed.
I remember that you had kept the name of your meetings as Ideation first.
Yes, for the first was an ideation meet.
And everyone looked at their faces, what to do, क्या करना है, कैसे
Exactly.
करना है, क्या होता है.
Everybody
So,
was
so
like,
tell us about
yeah,
that.
they didn't. Nobody was aware.
I want you to share those lovely moments. Although, guys, they are all recorded. I think you did around 6 meetings or 5
Yes.
meetings, and they're all boring meetings of 1 hour each, which he did. They're all present. They're present all over our YouTube channel. And I think you brought out, 11 bulletins also.
11 bulletins, yes, sir.
So how did you fight the demons?
So, sir, it wasn't an easy task, definitely, because we
Yeah,
were
not
we
an
were
easy
so many
task.
people across the country. Everybody is a busy practitioner, a busy embryologist. So chasing each one of them for the tasks and the timelines had to be met.
Yes.
We just couldn't let it be happening randomly. So we had to start with, our first 2 meetings are very close, clubbed up together, because we had to get the program initiated. So first was the ideation, as you just spoke of, where we put across the idea. We created 9 teams, each with an agenda. Then second was, how will we execute it? And of course, the bulletins were coming out every month. So there again, we had to stick to the deadline.
How was the resistance? I think you had a lot of resistance amongst people. कि क्या है green?
Yes.
And we talk about
True.
the
They were not
protocols.
open to the idea, or maybe not receptive to the
So
idea.
how did you crack that code, Da Vinci's code? How did you break it?
I think it was only persistence, sir.
Okay.
Persistence of being at it and trying to get people together. That though this is something that is very very fascinating, because I think being core clinicians and embryologists, it's only core IVF work which inspires us. So we think that what is this really? What are we really trying to do? Because ultimately you do not see an outcome immediately.
Correct.
These things will give us outcomes really late. So getting people to get interested in this, working for this, was definitely not easy, sir. But we have ultimately...
You graded it?
Not exactly, sir. But
Putting
generally
some hair
grains,
colors,
sir. Generally grains.
putting the hair color. I know. It's a very difficult, daunting task, but I think we must thank the whole team. Dr. Sonia was always mentoring it so well.
Yes,
And
sir.
without the support of our seniors, we wouldn't have moved ahead. It was
Absolutely,
a very well
sir.
accepted
blessings,
idea for in
yes.
the IFS, and we could move ahead. But I think you troubled a lot of people with the KPIs and some white paper you want to bring out.
Yes, sir.
And I also heard that you have taken few centers as the index centers, the pilot project.
Right, sir.
How do you do it, and who all are in your team to do that?
So, sir...
And how did you choose those centers?
So, sir, like when the idea came up that we should choose 5 centers, that was on the World Environmental Day that
So
you and
5
Dr.
centers
Shweta,
you wanted to
yes.
pick up, okay.
So prior to that, we had sent out, in the social media, we had shared the message that we want to enroll a few centers for the pilot project, which will talk of or execute sustainability measures in the IVF labs. So then we got a lot of, people who reached out to us. And then out of all of those, you, Shweta ma'am, and you kind of sieved out the centers and you chose 5. And these are centers across the country again. So we wanted to kind of have a landscape which is not just localized to one region, but as much as we could take a mapping from the entire country. And then after you chose them, we declared that, okay, we are going to draw up certain criteria, which Dr. Bindu, Dr. Loveleen, they were chosen as the senior assessors, one being a clinician, the other being an embryologist. So we drew up a certain criteria for assessing these centers, and thereafter the inspections were done virtually. Again, we did not want to kind of travel. Travel increases your scope 3 emissions. So staying true to the program that we're trying to cut down on carbon emissions, this was enough, because as a pilot project, we wanted them to minimize on whatever they could virtually.
Virtually. I've been hearing about your white paper.
Yes, sir.
I think whole of IFS is talking about the white paper. And white paper in green ART is very intriguing. So how do you bring that white and green together?
So green is the soul.
What exactly
green
is
the
what
concept.
exactly is the white paper?
So a white paper is a document which actually outlines the concept of a program, as to what was the background, that why did you ever think of doing a particular project or a particular topic, work on that topic. Then we roughly talk about the methodology of execution, and then whatever work done is documented in a white paper, and so it's in a short form that we are going to present our work to a published format of our work.
You've done a lot of work. Getting around 80 people together is not an
Yes,
easy
sir.
job.
Yes, sir.
Making 11 bulletins, making around 6 hours of media,
Yes, sir.
which is on YouTube. कैसा लगता है? Have you arrived? Are you still at the platform waiting for or at the airport, at the immigration office? Where are you? And do you think that कुछ बदला है क्या? कि सिर्फ ये सब एक idea, like when you make a movie, in our olden days we had small cans, aluminum cans in which we could put the reels. Is it still there or it is out in open? Are people looking at you to learn from you, or it is still bottled up somewhere?
So I would say that the journey is going to be long. Actually speaking, if you really want to make a change and make this really practical and out there, But it is also equally important that we at least get initiated and start talking about it. Because so far, nobody has ever even spoken about it. And this project led by you has ever made people think about it. So that is itself is a very important first step. So people
Great.
were not aware. They did not even want to think about it because it didn't affect any outcome.
Are they thinking about it now?
At least, sir, we have gotten our immediate team to start thinking about it and talking about it, if not the world at large. But our aim is, of course, that we make the people at large in the fraternity become conscious about it and start executing it.
Lovely. So I think so. Thank you so much, Meenu. And I think I'd like to thank Dr. Sonia, nearly everyone who has been with us in this journey.
Yes,
I can't take all the
absolutely. It wouldn't
names.
have been possible because it's all teamwork.
Teamwork. I can't take
So
all the
had it not
names.
been, of course, for Dr. Sonia Malik as mentor, yourselves are guiding it.
How do you see?
Dr. Shweta
How do you
Mittal,
see
ma'am.
yourself after 2 years? Where you would be after 2 years? How would be your program look like after 2 years?
So how I would, wish and envision it with the blessings of all the seniors in the fraternity, because I think it is ultimately the seniors who will guide it and steer it there. We would like to be very much in a space where each center across the country, or at least the major centers, they are executing these steps for sustainability, though the initial ROI may be a little high for them, like maybe installing solar panels or bringing about certain conscious efforts of cutting down on carbon dioxide emission patterns. But on the long run, definitely they will see that they will reduce on their cost, and also they are going to contribute to lowering carbon dioxide emissions for the larger picture of the Mother Earth, for their future generations.
I was thinking of applying for my visa and passport to Mars. Should I or should I not?
No, sir, we should stay here and try and make this greener and cleaner.
Fantastic. So we all stay on Earth and make it more green and
Yes,
more
sir.
habitable.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
And have
sir.
a lot of green babies who don't have any problem, and they grow up as such beautiful people like
Absolutely,
you
sir.
and like me too.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Thank you so
sir.
much, Meenu. It was
Thank
wonderful
you,
having
sir.
you here. And
You
I think
have guided us through a very wonderful, novel program, and I hope it only gains more strength going forward.
stay blessed. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, sir.
Jai Hind.